Okay. Hello, Indonesian learners, wherever you are. In today's video, I want to talk to you about how to ask, do you have any questions in the Indonesian language? So, without further ado, let's take a look at the screen now. Actually, I've made an article about this, so I will just give you the link, link in the description down below, so that you can read it by yourself. And then there are many ways of asking this question in the Indonesian language. We're gonna learn one by one. Okay, this is the first one. This is usually being said in a formal context. Apakah ada pertanyaan? Apakah ada pertanyaan? You will say like that. Apakah ada pertanyaan? Usually you say like that. Usually Indonesian people are saying like this. Apakah ada pertanyaan? Apakah ada pertanyaan? Apakah ada pertanyaan? If I slow it down, you can just go to my blog, because here I record my voice and then I slow it down. Apakah ada pertanyaan? And then usually in conversation, we usually just drop this. Apakah? Just like in English, do you have any questions? And then you drop, do you? Any questions? Do you have? Do you have? You just drop, do you have? Any questions? Like this. Apakah ada pertanyaan? We drop apakah, and then it becomes ada pertanyaan. Ada pertanyaan. Ada pertanyaan. Okay. And then you can also say this in this also formal. But this, ada pertanyaan, this is, you can really you will hear it like in casual, daily, casual conversation. You can say this, ada pertanyaan, ada pertanyaan. This one is formal. In daily conversation, we usually never use this, apakah. We usually just drop it. We usually never use the apakah ada pertanyaan. We just drop it and it becomes ada pertanyaan. That's it. Okay, and then this one, apakah ada yang ingin ditanyakan? This is also formal. Apakah ada yang ingin ditanyakan? Apakah ada yang ingin ditanyakan? Apakah ada yang ingin ditanyakan? And usually a lot of Indonesian will drop this. And it will become this. Ada yang ingin ditanyakan? Ada yang ingin ditanyakan? Ada yang ingin ditanyakan also formal, usually formal. Ada yang ingin ditanyakan. If you want to make it into a more informal, you change the word ingin into mau. Ada yang mau ditanyakan. And also usually we change ditanyakan into ditanyain. Right here. Ditanyain. Ada yang mau ditanyain. And then this word, I was just asked by my Japanese friend. I explained about how to say certain sentence in the Indonesian language. In that sentence, there was the word mau, but I was pronounce it as mo. Ada yang mau ditanyain? And she kind of get the subtle differences between mau and mo. The difference between mau and mo is when you say it fast enough, like when I talk in a normal speed, I will say like this. Ada yang mau ditanyain? Ada yang mau ditanyain? You know, so it morph into mau into mo. If I slow it down, I will say this. Ada yang mau ditanyain? I will not say ada yang mau ditanyain. No. When you get faster and then mau becomes mo. Ada yang mau ditanyain? Ada yang mau ditanyain? But when you speak it slower, you will say this. Ada yang mau ditanyain? Like that. Okay, so ada yang mau ditanyain is this one is informal. You can use it like in the casual situation when you talk to your friends, when you talk to someone, strangers on the street, like that. And then right now, let's watch how the Indonesian people used this. Okay, this is taken from, I forgot this one. Wedding Arrangement Season 1 Episode 1. So let's watch the clip down below. For the caption and also like the explanation of the vocabulary being used in this short scene, you can just go to my blog, because here I explain about the vocabulary from the scene. That one, you can really study it on your own pace. That one. Okay, but in here, in the short scene, this man name is Bian, and this woman name is Tari. They are a married couple. They just married, but their married is not based on love. So actually, Bian married her because because his mother wants him to marry her, and then he's kind of like, okay, he cannot deny it. He cannot refuse it, and then he just okay with that. Okay, so it is a wedding agreement. That's why the title of the movie is Wedding Agreement. Okay, so let's watch it right here. I will explain a little bit of the vocabulary being used in the short scene.
Ada pertanyaan.
Okay, Bian gives his wife here like something for her to sign. It's like agreement, married agreement actually, because he doesn't really want to marry her for the rest of his life, because he has someone that he loves. So he thinks that he's gonna marry Tari here just for 1 year, and then after that he has a plan to get a divorce, like that. And he's going to marry his loved one. The name is Sarah. Okay, right here ada pertanyaan. And then he gives the married agreement to Tari, and then Tari given the letter like that. She kind of like do not understand, and then Bian says here, ada pertanyaan, any questions about this? Okay, and then let's see how Tari reacts.
Kata berpisah ini maksudnya apa, Mas?
Kata berpisah ini maksudnya apa, Mas? Okay, and then Tari asks question. This word, kata means word. Berpisah, parted. Ini, this, maksudnya, what does it mean when you ask like, maksudnya apa? What does it mean? Mas is an honorific title used to address an older man or someone who is older than you. A man, to address man who is older than you or stranger on the street, to politely address them like that. Okay, what does that mean? This word parted, what does that mean? Udah jelas kan? And then he says this.
Udah jelas kan?
Udah jelas kan? Isn't it obvious? Udah here, right here. Usually, it comes from the word udah. Udah is a common reduction from sudah. So, as you can see, a lot of Indonesian people will drop certain syllables, letters, words when they speak in daily conversation. Udah jelas kan? Isn't it obvious?
Tolong jelaskan lagi.
Tolong jelaskan lagi. Tolong is really polite. It's a polite way to ask someone to do something. Here, Tari asks her husband to explain it again. Jelaskan, to explain. Lagi, again. Please explain it again. Okay.
Sejak
awal from the beginning. Sejak from awal beginning.
gue itu berencana untuk pisah sama lo setelah 1 tahun kita nikah.
Gue itu berencana untuk pisah sama lo setelah 1 tahun kita. Gue itu berencana untuk pisah sama lo setelah 1 tahun kita nikah. Gue is informal way of saying saya. Saya is I. Gue is I. So you will hear gue lo. This one gue and lo. Usually use exclusively in Jakarta. If you are going to Jakarta, you will hear everywhere people talking with gua lu. That's a common way of saying, of talking, communicating. On the street, you will hear it between friends like that. Gue itu berencana, have a plan untuk pisah. Untuk for, pisah means parted, sama means lo, sama means with, lo means you, setelah, after, 1 tahun, 1 year, kita, we, us, nikah, married.
Mungkin lo belum tahu.
Mungkin, maybe, lo, you, belum, not already know. Not yet know. Okay, mungkin lo belum tahu. Tahu. Here, tahu. I'm gonna explain a little bit about tahu. There's 2. If you pronounce it with the H letter, you will pronounce it as tahu, and tahu is tofu. This one tahu. I will just tahu goreng. This one tahu. Okay, this one tahu. But if you say it without the word the letter H, and then it becomes tahu. But usually we write it down as tahu, but you pronounce it as tahu. Like here, and you can hear him say,
Lo belum tahu.
Mungkin lo belum tahu. Maybe you don't know.
Gue itu udah punya tunangan.
Gue itu I am, udah, already, punya, have, tunangan, a fiancé.
Dan gue mencintai tunangan gue.
Dan gue, and I, mencintai, love, tunangan gue, my fiancé.
Gue sangat mencintai Sarah.
Gue sangat mencintai Sarah. Sangat is very. You can like the synonym of sangat. You can change with sekali. You can change also a bit. Sangat banget. It has the same meaning. It means very. Gue sangat. I love. Mencintai. Love. I love Sarah so much. I love Sarah very much. I love her very much. Gue terpaksa nikah sama lo. Okay. This one. Okay. I have no choice to marry you. I was forced to marry you because his mother wants him to marry Tari. Gue terpaksa nikah sama lu. I was forced to marry you.
Nikah sama lo.
Nikah, to marry, sama, with you.
Tapi bukan untuk waktu yang lama.
Tapi, but, bukan, not. Untuk, for, waktu, time. Yang lama, for a long time. But not for a long time. Okay.
Karena gue dijanji.
Karena gue udah janji. Karena gue udah janji. Karena because I have promise. Janji, promise.
Gue akan nikahin Sarah.
Gue akan nikahin Sarah, this one. Nikahin. This is very, very conversational. Nikahin. Informal language, I will say this. Gue akan nikahin Sarah. Okay. Gue akan nikahin. Okay. If I change this word, this sentence into a more formal, it will. Saya akan menikahi Sarah. That one. But in daily conversation, we just change menikahi into nikahin. Gue akan nikahin Sarah. I will marry Sarah. Setelah, after, kita, we, pisah, parted.
Setelah kita pisah.
Okay, so that's it. For more about this, you can just go to my blog where there's the vocabulary from the scene so that you can just read and watch it over and over again until you get it. Okay, so I guess that's all for now. And if you have any question, you can just leave the question on the comment section down below, and talk to you soon, and bye now.